Okay, we're going to be taking a look at finding cooling system components. So I'm going to take a look on it in an old car. We're going to open up the hood, take a look around, see what we got. Alright, so just to point out a few things. We have an upper radiator hose here. You can see it comes across to the radiator up front. We have a thermostat, which is underneath this outlet. This particular car has overflow tank. They call it an expansion tank. These lines here go to the radiator. Here's our water pump. This is what they call a bypass hose. This has a fan clutch on it, which is on the fan. Where the overflow tank radiator hose hooks up. Let me shut the engine off for a second. So we're going to look at the temperature gauge. Okay, so right now you can see we're about 180 degrees on the temperature. I'm going to shut it off. Okay. So you can hear me. So again, if you take this housing off right here, where the upper radiator hose connects on, this is where the thermostat would be located on this engine. Take these two bolts off. This is our fan clutch. You can see right here I can turn the fan pretty easily. When that gets hot, it grabs tighter and makes the fan spin faster to cool the engine. Again, we got our radiator hose going up to the top here, connected to the top of the radiator. This radiator doesn't have a radiator cap on it. It has an overflow. They call this an expansion tank right here. This is an overflow. There's our radiator cap on there. This hose goes over here to the top of the radiator. So that's how it hooks up to that. This whole hose thing here, this is where the heater core is. Goes into the passenger compartment, and there's the outlet hose. So there's an inlet and an outlet. They both feel hot right now, so that's good. Okay, so I just wanted to take a quick look at this. We're going to come over and look at another vehicle, see where things are located. Again, I'm going to want you to do this on your own car, see if you can find some things. Let me pop the hood open. Okay, so again, somewhere under your dashboard on the left usually is some kind of hood release. So you have to reach under here. Sometimes there's a little latch thing you have to push. Okay, so we just want to take a look and see what we have here. Here's our upper radiator hose right here. You can see it runs across over to this side of the engine. Okay, down below, right down here, that's where the thermostat is. It's inside that housing. That's the lower radiator hose. On this vehicle, again, we don't have a radiator cap on the radiator. If you follow this hose right here, this goes to the expansion tank or coolant tank. Here's the radiator cap. Got some information on there. 15 psi. Back here is the hoses that go into the heater core. These two hoses right here. You see them? There's two of them. And again, the radiators up front. This uses electric fans. This has two fans in the front. You can see them here. All right, so that's a different setup. Over here, going to take a look at another car. This is an Audi. Unlock it. Okay, we'll take a look. Again, the release on this car is right here under the dash on the left side. And then usually there's some kind of latch that you have to release. This little thing here. Okay, on this one we have here's our coolant tank. It says specifically to use this G12 antifreeze in here, which is special for Audi. It's like a different color. It's like a red. Right now this is a little low. It's supposed to be at the max. Here's our radiator hose. You can see it down here. It comes around. This one again doesn't have a radiator cap. This is the fill cap. That's where you put your coolant in. This is for the engine oil. Has a little oil thing here. This is the coolant. And it does show it can come out. That could be dangerous. As far as, let's see what else we can see on this engine. This one's kind of tight. There's a hose down there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the lower radiator hose down there. This also has electric cooling fans. There's a fan right there you can see. So it has two fans. So that's how this one's set up. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. I have a Thunderbird here. Let's see if we can open this up. Okay. Didn't get the right key for that. All right.